I'm gonna fall asleep. These lights are melting me and my nose is on fire. If you can't tell, this is just a fucking mess. NBA is going to change the All-Star game, which is amazing because Adam Silver has recognized that there's a problem, especially when the final score of the All-Star game was 192 to like 185. And Chris Paul is behind it. We have 3 quotes we'll get through and then a nice discussion. Adam Silver, we will change it next year. It shouldn't be playoff intensity, but the guys should be playing. He continues to say, you hear people talking about 4-point shots, something that's not about to happen in the NBA, but maybe in an All-Star game, maybe there's a few spots on the floor where it's a 4-point shot, maybe there's a half-court shot, the last minutes, that's 10 points. I don't know, those are just some crazy ideas. And Chris Paul had another idea, which I thought was pretty interesting. One of the ideas floated by Paul to make it more competitive is to have captains select players for teams like a game on the playground. Silver wouldn't commit to that idea, but told Pelton that some changes were likely. So, we got some ideas. You have any ideas?
Well, that's completely going with the way it should be going, is don't treat it, if you're going to treat it like a serious game and have the score be in the near 200s, then it's not a serious game. So just completely buy into the idea that it is just, it's a game to please the fans and make it a very fan-pleasing event, such as if you see LeBron James trying to make a half-court shot in the last minute for 10 points, that's intriguing. If there's points on the court that are worth more, then it completely just sells the idea that, okay, this isn't as serious as you think it is. Right. Or you go in the other way and you remove the voting from fans, you remove the voting from players, and you just have it be an all-merit game based on the merit of the players that are performing. And then from there, you can have it be a little bit more serious because people want to actually play throughout the season to be considered to be part of an all-star game that is considered based on merit, not just the fact that you're Kobe Bryant and people want to see you there, or you're Carmelo Anthony. So there's 2 ways you can go. You can completely make it a fun, easy to watch, all action, all attack game that has some fun aspects to it that are different from the regular NBA season, or you can make it a little bit more serious as to the way they try to make it without following through.
Go the less serious route. You can even get rid of the All-Star game in favor of a 3-on-3 contest.
I would love that.
3-on-3 competition. I think the players would like that more because it would be more fun. It would be a more interesting game. You could even do it so it's 4-on-4. In that way, if you want to do a full game, so there's even more openness in the court, so it's more spread out, which would make it more interesting. I love the idea of having like 4-point shots in some random ass places. That'd be fun. There's a lot you can do. You could have it maybe broken down by quarter. So in the first quarter, only dunks count.
That's a cool idea.
Only dunks. And then the second quarter, only threes. In the third quarter, only big men are allowed to shoot from the outside, and only guards are allowed to shoot inside.
Sounds like an NBA what-if challenge, but like we do.
Yeah, just look through our playlist and just pick like 5 different ideas.
Or you could have, and then I like the idea of also in that you could have like the captains choose their team to start with, or you could have like.
Yeah, but LeBron's just gonna pick his friends.
Banana boat.
Dwayne Wade, he's gonna pick Dwayne Wade.
Not just 2 teams, but they could have like a little tournament where a bunch of players, maybe there's like 2 teams in the East and 2 teams in the West, and you get players to pick and choose their team and have a little round robin.
Oh.
Make the game shorter, 4-on-4. Like there's plenty of ideas you could have to go with the fun idea.
2 15-minute, and if you do want to do a full 5-on-5 with the starters, do like 2 10-minute halves, and then you have a 3-on-3. First of all, you can spread it out longer throughout the day if you wanted to, because I don't know how, by the point at the end of All-Star Weekend how much they really like playing in the All-Star game opposed to like the Rising Stars challenges, the skills competitions, the 3-point shooting challenge, the dunk contest. Like just add the 3-on-3 and just make it All-Star Weekend so you can still have a vote if you want on who the All-Star starters are. If it's a fan vote, again, no merit towards it, that's fine. But there's no game actually being played of 5-on-5 basketball. Everything is just a competition.
It should just be the way that
I think. By the way, I think it should be mandatory that there should be 5 of the best West coaches versus 5 of the best East coaches, and they got to play each other.
That's pretty funny.
That should be mandatory.
I think that you got to just make it almost the way like your idea of this break, right, which is happening in the middle of a very serious season, is to remind everyone of how fun this game is, right? It's why you have a 3-point shot, it's why you have a dunk contest, and just remind people like this is a real reason that it's played. Yeah, it's very serious when it gets down to the nitty-gritty and everyone wants to win. But most of these guys fell in love with the game probably by playing on pickup basketball and playing on courts where you're just having fun. Most of the time it's competitive, but it's still fun basketball. So I don't see why you don't use this as a way to reignite that conversation. Maybe even have a celebrity basketball player on each team. Maybe have a fan come in who gets to play with one team or another.
I was going to say for whatever they decide for like the actual Sunday All-Star game, it could be great if they had one legend as part of the team.
I think that'd be a great idea.
It just depends on like I mean, if you take Bill Russell, I'm not sure how much Bill Russell can play right now.
We could finally get.
But like Kobe can still play. Vince Carter will be retired.
We could have
probably. He can play.
Shaq then play up against
JaVale McGee.
and see if there's some drama right there. Be
The
ready for that.
beef.
The beef come to life.
Hashtag bum ass.
Team TNT versus Team ESPN.
Don't sell Ernie Johnson short. Johnson can play.
I think it'd be a good.
Kenny can still play probably. Charles probably
Barkley.
can't play. Shaq probably can't play that much either. I'm sure the knees are crushing them. So it's really Kenny and EJ versus. Wow, that'd be tough.
Who just signed?
Marv Albert.
Well, you just mentioned it. That was a great. Like, who's Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett? Who are they all working with right now?
Oh, they're all TNT. It's
Oh,
like
well, that's a great team, TNT.
Area
then. That's
21.
even
I'm not
fair.
sure what Pierce is doing, but KG's on Area 21, whatever they call it for TNT. Reggie Miller can still shoot, I'm sure. Can't commentate, can't broadcast, but he can shoot. So there's that.
And we know that Stephen A. Smith can't shoot, so that rules out.
I don't know. He trained with Harden. You don't know what.
We saw him trying to shoot.
That's with the camera on. You don't know what happened with the cameras, Rob. What if he hit 13 in a row?
Yeah, it was probably took on James Harden one-on-one. It was pretty good.
All right, comment below. How did they fix the NBA All-Star game? Adam Silver recognizes there's a problem. He'll probably give us a solution. How do you think it should be fixed? Comment below, like, favorite, subscribe to the channel, to the video, to the Francis, to the Jason, and we'll see you next time.